I am now. We're good. Okay, so remember, division. 36 divided by 9 is?
4.
4. It is 4 because 9 goes into 36 4 times. Alright, now another thing I told you guys yesterday, I've got 36, right, divided by 9 is 4, right? 36 is my total. 9 is my number of columns. 4 is my number of rows. Alright, same thing here applies. So I made this yesterday. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Me.
Who remembers what a column is?
I do.
What's a column? Column goes up and down. Alright, so column goes up and down.
Yeah.
My row goes left and right. The way I'm going to do this is I've got total number. My total number of pieces is 36. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Alright? I made 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4. 9 times 4 is 36.
Maybe it's like an X-ray or something.
Called what?
When they taught us that we was little, they taught us something. I don't remember the game.
Multiplication table, maybe?
No, not that good.
Somebody said division better than multiplying. Cool.
Okay. When you're multiplying, this is what you're doing. 1 times 4 is 4. 2 times 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's what you're doing. So when you divide, you have to go the opposite way. Right?
I like that.
Because 36 divided by 9 is equal to 4. 9 times 4 is equal to 36. Right? So we're taking those same numbers and we're mixing them around. That's why I said once you have your multiplication down, division is going to be that much easier. And some people do like division better than multiplication, and if you learn better backwards, perfectly fine. Miss Lisa's all excited. I can see it. She's like, wait a minute, I get that now. Okay? So, but this is division. This is what you're doing when you divide. So you've got your total, your number of columns, right? So all I did was label 1 through 9, right? I took my 9, I made 9. I filled in 36 pieces, and then I went back and said, okay, here's 1 row of 9 pieces, here's 2 row of 9 pieces, 3 row of 9 pieces, and 4 row of 9 pieces. You look so happy right now. Look at her. She's like, she's almost crying. She's so excited. You're going to make me cry. All right, we'll be all right.
Yeah, it's so cool though.
Do you see it? Okay. All right, now of course you know I got to make it harder though, as much as I don't want to. Okay? Now we're going to call this long division. What if I said I had 35 divided by 9? So I went down here, I just took off this one piece because I was hungry. I ate that piece of candy. I don't have 4 full rows anymore. I've got 3 rows and then some. That then some is called a remainder. Everybody remember remainders?
Yeah.
Alright, so now looking at this, I say, okay, 9 times what goes into 3? Nothing. That's okay. That's fine. I can even put a 0 here if I want. I don't have to, but I can. 9 goes into 35 how many times? 3. What's 3 times 9?
27.
I subtract every time.
Okay.
That will not change. And then I just do subtraction, right? I got to borrow, but I have 15 minus 7 is? What I say, I took away 1 piece, right?
Yeah.
I got 8 left over. I write this as 3 remainder 8.
Okay.
So literally, this is my remainder.
Okay.
Let me find out.
Alright? The other way to write this, so I've got or, is 3 8 9. Anybody know what this is called? Fraction.
Denominator.
Mixed numbers. Numerator and denominator.
And the remainder. Oh, yeah.
Okay? There's 2 ways to write this. I write this as 3 remainder 8 or 3 8 9. Who thinks I'm going to say write it as a remainder or write it as a fraction? Write it as both. Yeah, right? The biggest thing, right? So I teach an algebra class later. The biggest problem they have, they know how to do this. The biggest problem is reading the instructions, making sure you put down what I ask for. So like when I ask for the word forms and I say put it in number form, you actually write down the number form. I've had it where some people put in expanded form. Okay? That's why it's important to take notes. That's why it's important to recognize when I say write it this way, that's how you write it. Because I know that you can read me that number, but I need to know that you can follow directions. Right? It's not about a loss of control. It's not about anything like that. It's being able to follow instruction. Even if it's your own instruction, you need to be able to plot out step 1, step 2, step 3. This is what I do. Alright. Do we get this? Do we see it? Do we have questions? So I took 9 into 3. I can't do it. So I've got 9 times 0. I took 9 into 35. 3 times. Over here on the left, I wrote 3 times 9. So I knew that's what was going right here. That's how I'm going to double check myself. Remember I talked about the little things that I write on the side that's important? Yes, ma'am.
So, how you get the 8/9 in, whatever's outside that box, you put under as the bottom number, and whatever the remainder is goes on top.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's the part I don't.
Is that the only part you have questions about?
Yes.
Okay, because we're going to work on that some more. So that's okay. Thank you.
No, she does.
You think you get over
And she
it?
thinks she out there tonight. Yeah, I can't stand it. Not gonna go to her class.
Right?
I ain't gonna be able to do it. My coach already know.
Okay. Somebody write some stuff on the right now.
Hold on. Oh,
Just
go
on the
ahead.
right. Just on the right. Who knows what that name inside of the, or what that number inside of the box is called?
What you talking, square root?
Not square root. Square root is completely different.
What you talking about, 35? Numeral. Oh, 35?
How about dividend?
Yeah. What is she talking about?
Hold on. That's why we're learning.
Oh, that's like dividends.
What the heck is that, girl?
That's what that number is actually called.
Oh.
That's what you talking about. That don't look like a box to me.
You are not going to die because your hat fell off. Lord help me. It looked like the room was going to explode. And he's like, ah! My head.
What are you drinking?
Sweet tea.
Mixed with, Hennessy.
What you drinking?
Shout out to the plug.
The number outside the box is called the divisor.
Dividend.
Your answer is called a quotient.
That's not funny. I really was joking.
Don't choke my clown. You'll make it? Hey, don't touch me. I appreciate, she said don't touch me. Alright. So I've got my dividend inside the box, my divisor outside the box, my quotient is the same as an answer. So if you see something that says find the quotient of something divided by something, quotient means answer. You know how I do.
I'm talking about you went from easy to hard.
Every time.
Hey man, don't
Okay, divisor is what?
Alright, ready? Hey. For some reason, just bring it down. Bring it back down. So if I rewrite this one of the other ways, I have my dividend. If I spell it right. Divided by my divisor equals my quotient.
Oh man.
Girl.
See how that works out? Alright. These are names that you're going to have to recognize. Right? Not necessarily like go, oh, I know exactly what that means and or write some kind of long paragraph about it. But these are words that you're going to have to know.
Watch your head, lady. Her right there. Right
Monique.
Yeah, there you go.
Say, excuse me.
Excuse her.
There you go.
I said her.
I was having a very funny.
You said the divisor is what, Miss C?
The divisor is our column number. Okay? So if I had 36 divided by 9 equals 4, that's how those pan out.
And then a dividend is what?
The dividend is my total.
Okay.
The divisor is how many times I'm breaking it up. My quotient is how many groups I make of the amount that I'm breaking it up into. Okay? So my total number of pieces, how many piles I'm making, how many goes in each pile.
Answer's 4.
Okay? So total number of piles how many in each pile.
You spelled pal wrong.
Yeah.
It's P-L-I-E.
No, he did.
No, you didn't.
No, actually it's not. Alright? So this is what all of this stuff is called. I want you to know how to divide, but I also want you to be able to take this with you. Okay? When you go on to your next classes, when they say things like quotient and divisor and dividend, right? You don't necessarily have to just pull it right out and be like, oh, that's exactly what that is, but I don't want it to be foreign to you. I don't want you to look at it and think that you've never seen anything like that before.
Cause my pants are stuck up. Man, shut up.
We pull up our pants like this. Notice how I didn't like freak out or like.
You think the iron trouble? Do you need this?
They marked it already now.
Oh, look at that.
I can iron them at home.
I think it's already dead now, but.
Yeah, I already got them on there.
Okay.
Shit, I go home and go to sleep.